So today's questions into intimate insights. How does one have a relationship without a hyper-focus being on the outcome? So I'm sure you've gone into relationships and you know that you want something a certain way. I remember having a client where he first came to me wanting to be a better lover, and he would have a checklist to check off everything he wanted that ideal woman to have. Before every date, he'd go over this checklist. And so for him, obviously, he was really stuck in his mind and in having an agenda. And that kept him from being vulnerable. And that actually turned out to be his armoring. That's how he armored and protected himself, was staying that organized that it stopped him from getting really intimate and emotionally connected with people. So what I know about relationships is if when you are very clear up front on what your core values are, what your core relationship values are, right? You're living from, I say this often, I call it your grounded center. You're living from your true north. You know your direction. You're naturally up front are going to be relating with people who share those values. Like you're going to know, well, this person shares my values in usually the first one or two conversations, or not. And so that's going to be the opening directive to your relationship. If you're going into it already working on, wow, like I know what I want. I have clear values and relationship values. So you can see that as setting the perimeter of what you desire that shared relationship to look like, which is far different than having a checklist and an agenda, right? Being hyper-focused on the outcome. Because when now you're sharing these values and these desires with the people you're relating with, now there's room to play, right? Because now you have perimeter, yes, we're sharing this, and now the bigger picture, like the everyday moments, you can have that vulnerability. You can live in the moment. You can be spontaneous because the umbrella of it is you know why you're together. And so again, find that balance, do the work to come into your grounded center. And if you want more tips, tools, and practices to feel safe, seen, and heard, so you can really up-level those personal and professional relationships, come on over to our growing community. You'll find the link either below this video